You are watching Soundwave's Soundwave Sunday. Operation Question and Answer. Initiate. Booyah.
Hello Autobots and Decepticons, my name is Soulmonger and I'd like to welcome you guys back to yet another Soundwave Sunday! And in this episode, it's the same as the last. You guys ask me questions and I try to answer them. And once again, if you don't get your question answered, please keep trying. I try to answer as many questions as possible each episode. I got an overwhelming 222 questions last time, so I'm going to get to it with question numero uno. What are your thoughts on this season of Transformers Prime? And I actually finished Transformers Prime Season 1 a little bit ago, and Transformers Prime, I recently finished up Season 2. I believe they're at a midway break, but I'm enjoying it so far. I like all the different plot twists they throw in there. It's pretty good, and I like that they kind of excluded out the humans a little bit because they are annoying. And if they were on the Decepticon side, the Autobots would have won a long time ago, because I swear they get them into more trouble than the Autobots do themselves. So I like it. It's a good series. I recommend watching it. And that question was from Mr. Infidel. Next question comes from I Love LA 23. If you were a Soundwave cassette, who would you be? And I put this question in there for a pretty big reason. They revealed Soundwave on TransformersGame.com as being a playable character, and his ability is to deploy minicons. So that should be interesting on how that's going to work in Transformers Fall of Cybertron. And I would be Rumble. I always liked Rumble. Rumble's sweet, and he really messes up the house or wherever you're at. So I would definitely be Rumble. Next question comes from Dakota Eats 17. I believe I said your name right. And his question is, if you could be any YouTuber in the world, who would you want to be and why? And this one's easy for me. I would be Chugga Conroy, because he plays all Let's Plays and he has just a good time doing it. He plays all the games that he wants to play, and he's a funny man, and he knows everything about the game when he plays it. He is very knowledgeable about it and makes it very interesting for all his viewers. Next question comes from Virus Carnage. Who is your favorite character in Prime? And he's referring to Transformers Prime, and that's easily Starscream. He is just typical Starscream, and I love it. Next question comes from JD Lee. I probably messed up your name, I'm sorry. And his question is, Mungry, do you hope that Grimlock will be a playable character in Escalation on Fall of Cybertron? Now, we already know that Grimlock is not a playable character in multiplayer, but I think it'd be pretty sweet if they had an all Dinobots escalation level where you could be 4 Dinobots. That would be pretty awesome. Next question comes from the Vidink. I think I said your name right. That is, I've never tried to pronounce it before, but you've been subscribed to me for a while. Your question is, Mungry, what game types from War for Cybertron do you hope they keep for Fall of Cybertron? I hope they keep them all. I hope there's a ton more. There needs to be like game types where you go in there and it's like Halo Reach, or like any Call of Duty game where there's just a pile of game types you can pick from to play with your friends. Even if people don't play these game types, they make for great, you know, hey, join my party, we're going to try this game type out. We're going to try this game out. We're going to get a party going. We're going to try this game type out. You got to have all these different game types. It's going to help out the life of the game. Trust me, High Moon. And another thing that I'd like to see them do is update their game over time with different game types that they create. Call of Duty does that. Halo Reach does that. And High Moon needs to do that. It'll bring more interest into playing multiplayer with friends. Next question comes from UZ Nightshade. Do you think Killstreak customization will be in Fall of Cybertron? Will it be a pro or a con? I'm going to go straight up con, because I need there to be a reason for me to play with not my best character. So by making each class have different kill streaks, it would make me want to play as different classes more, versus just being the most overpowered class in the game with the best kill streaks. I think there should not be customized kill streaks for the balance of the game. Next question is a two-part question. They relate to the same thing, the 1986 Transformers movie. Great movie. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It comes from the Jastrimus Prime and 9531220, and they're asking me about my reaction to the death of Optimus Prime, Ironhide, and Ratchet. Now, when I saw this movie, I was a wee lad. Can't remember exactly how young. So I really didn't even realize that Ratchet and Ironhide died in that ship to Earth, but when Optimus died, I was like, no, come on, come on. So I was a huge Optimus fanboy back in the day, and I still am. So I was a little sad that Optimus died. Alright, next question comes from Oreo959. What does Fall Cybertron look like to you, and by what I mean, does it look like a game where they are putting things fans want, or are they making it mediocre, hardcore game? I think it looks like both. I mean, they have something for everybody in there. If you like to customize your character, you can do that. If you want to play like a horde mode or escalation, you can do that. If you want to play multiplayer, you can do that. Or if you want to sit back, relax, and experience a great campaign, you can do that as well. So I think it's a game for everyone. Next question comes from Rex Nano X, and he says, "Hey Mungry, it's kind of been confirmed that there will be a Fall of Cybertron demo, because on PlayStation blog that Matt Teager post said this. With his latest trailer, I might add that it's great to unveil a city-sized transformer when you want to make a big impression. We are talking multiplayer features for all you PSN players, and you might even see something playable on PSN before the game launch. But more on that at a later time." So I didn't see this myself, so I don't know how his expressions were or how that went, but it says might in there. I'm not going to jump to conclusions, so I'm just going to leave this question kind of hang. I just wanted to throw it out there for you guys to see if you guys saw it or not as well, but I missed this one, so. Next question comes from Sharpadox. "Dear So Mungry, what other awesome franchises do you like?" Now, I didn't really know what you really meant by this. I don't know if you meant like gaming or like cartoon franchise, but I do like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I grew up with them, and it's kind of funny that Michael Bay is going to ruin my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles experience as well, but I do like them. If there was ever a good game of that, I would definitely play it. I also really enjoy the Zelda series for just games. Those games are very fun, they're adventurous, they make you think, they are just awesome in every way. How it just works together is amazing. And those are really the two things that I can think of offhand, or at least those are the ones that kind of stick out at me. Next question comes from Waffleman888. Will there be a Prime mode in Fall of Cybertron? I hope there's multiple Prime modes in Fall of Cybertron. I think they need to add in different gains from going Prime multiple times, like maybe add an extra class that you can customize to each spot, or maybe just the scout spot the first time you prime, next time the leader spot. I know those are the wrong names, I know they're called something different in Fall of Cybertron, but I think they need to add stuff like that. I hope they don't add anything that will increase your power and give you an unfair advantage against new players, because we want to welcome new players into the Fall of Cybertron family so that more and more people play. I think it'd be cool also if they added in different parts that you could customize characters with. Like every time you primed, you maybe get a new piece to your transformer, or you get a different color or something along those lines. So I think that'd be very, very cool. Next question comes from Elderboy33. Where can I watch a G1 series? You can watch it on YouTube, or I believe Netflix has it now. Next question comes from Twisted D Gods. I missed Transformers Cybertron Adventures. And that wasn't a question, I just wanted to sing that. And next question comes from eTrix101. Do you know Edward Triggerhands and the Turtle of Doom in real life? If so, how did you meet them? I do not know them. I met Edward Triggerhands a long time ago. I believe possibly through Tanner, but we used to play Homefront back in the day. And the Turtle of Doom I met playing Transformers. Next question with a whopping 2 thumbs up. The Super Mario Gabriel asked, based on the weapons shown in the small gameplay trailers, what is the weapon you are most excited for? And I'm excited for the EDK Tech Volt. It's a lightning gun. You shoot out a beam of lightning and it kind of attracts the characters around there. I think that looks pretty cool. So that was the weapon that most stood out to me. I mean, the weapons look outstanding in this game. They are crazy variety weapons, and they should add an extra flavor to Fall of Cybertron. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Soundwave Sunday. Remember to leave your questions in the comments below, and I try to answer as many questions as possible. And if you didn't get your questions answered this time, make sure and keep trying, because I will keep answering every Sunday. So remember to leave a rating and subscribe for more Transformers. Have a good day, guys.
Now